Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Is It Worth the Gold video. Today we are looking at the Tier 7 German premium tank destroyer, the Krupp-Steyr Waffenträger. Yeah. So this little turd is gonna set you back 6,450 gold. Let's get one thing out of the way. This is a collector's tank. It's not a good premium credit maker or anything per that say, so no, this tank is not fucking worth the gold. Now when we have that out of the way, let's quickly look at the rest of the stats. So you have 800 hit points, 360 view range, top speed forwards 35, backwards 15, power to weight 10.20, and you might wonder, why didn't you show us the armor? Well, because there ain't any armor to talk about really. When we come to the gun, you get the German 88mm, 240 damage per shot, 203 penetration, stock DPM is around 2000, aiming time 1.9, accuracy 0.33. And what's rather important for these snipey campy TDs, the shell velocity is actually quite alright on this at 1000 meters per second. Some nice tunnel vision here for me, ignoring that looks, which is gonna cost me quite a bit of hit points, and my engine gets knocked out right away as well. He could have actually fucked me here pretty badly. Nobody else was paying attention, and I wasn't really either, so I can't really complain too much, but he fucked up, drove into the rail, and lost the chance to circle me. The traverse on this is actually not that bad. I don't think I actually mentioned that. The tank traverse is 40 degrees, and the turret traverse is 27, so that's not too bad. Alright, back to my point. So why is this tank not very good? Well, it is slow. I mean, having tank with no armor being slow, and generally like tanks with tier 9 matchmaking that are like this are gonna be really tricky to play. I mean, you have no alpha damage, you have not a lot of, well, pretty much no speed to that as well. I mean, 10 horsepower per ton is really bad actually, so yeah, especially for a vehicle that doesn't weigh anything. But the main reason has to be the price. This thing costs, as I said, 6,450 gold. You can buy one of the better tier 8 premium mediums, the STA2, for 7,400 gold. So aka pay 1k more gold and get an actual good credit maker at tier 8, which is obviously much better. Or you can buy the M4 Rev for 7,200, which is even less than 1k gold you need to pay to actually get a really solid tier 8 medium tank. So that is way better value per money, and that is what makes this tier 7 TDs kind of completely out of place. I mean, the same goes for the Scorpion TD, the American one, and obviously the AT-15A is just absolute fucking travesty, so we're not even gonna talk about that one. But of course, there is another aspect that I'm not mentioning here, if the tank is fun to play or not. And, you know, the great example of that is an E25. It's still not a great credit maker, it's not a great premium tank. I mean, it can be really good when it's top tier, and it does have preferential matchmaking, which makes it severely better than everything else. But the fact that that this is not an E25, it is slow, it doesn't really have much going for you, you can't really relocate very well, and flanking is kind of out of the question, and your C tier 9s makes this tank not a lot of fun to play. Also, it's made out of fucking paper, which means that you get shit on a lot in it, so yeah, I mean, this is not really the most exciting vehicle to play, that's for sure. The general playstyle of this is obviously a support vehicle. You want to be sitting at the back and sniping a lot. The good part about, well, the better part about this tank is that it has pretty decent pen of 203. For tier 7, that's alright if you compare it to something like an SU-12244. But the SU-12244 gets fucking 390 alpha, let me shit on you, damage, and 2,900 stock DPM instead of the 2,000. So, you know, they're completely two different tanks for two different purposes, and the SU in general and the tunnel meta will work quite a bit better, you'd imagine. Overall, though, this game pretty solid for me. We managed to do quite a lot of just free damage all around the map. Obviously, a bit annoying to get caught out by that little shit in his looks, or was it a left? No, it was a looks, right? But in general, I mean, pretty solid game for me so far, and we are looking to make it even better by shooting through trains, because wargaming is good at hitboxes. Yeah. We should be able to just flat out farm this guy. There's not really much he can do apart from shoot into the train. Or maybe shoot somebody else, but that doesn't really help him much either. And now, only 2 dudes left here. Our T-29 probably is gonna handle that, and our E-25 is probably gonna handle that as well. So, you know, there's not really much to this game. Maybe Team on Heavy wants to go and shoot me, and I am happy to oblige and shoot him back as well. I don't even know what the fuck was he doing realistically. Anyways, this game is over, and we got our Top Gun. And here is the end plate. Ace Tanker, 5,645 experience. This actually was the first game I ever played in this tank. We got a Top Gun and a high caliber as well. Ended up doing 3,066 damage, 0 assisted. We picked up 6 kills, obviously, and made a pretty solid 76,000 credits after the repairs and resupply of ammunition. And overall, the credit-making potential of this tank is not that bad. I mean, doing 3,000 damage and getting 76,000 credits, some tier 8 mediums will do worse than that. But at the same time, obviously, doing 3,000 damage every game in this little shit is gonna be rather tricky. Anyways, we got another game, and the second game is recorded using shadow play, so I'd like to hear your comments on which replay looked better. Also, my fraps is kind of acting up, so it's not getting solid 60 anymore for some reason. So anyways, leave your feedback in the comments, please. So the second game is Lakeville Encounter, and we're going through it. It's the middle. Most of our team is going to the valley. I'm not sure what the fuck is it with this brain dead meta, but it seems to be working this way for quite a while. And our light tank does get, well, not a light tank, it's an E25 that does get the spotting for us, but I do get spotted as well by the VK, and people are trying to shoot me, so I need to get the fuck away from here. And here we get absolutely shit on by a VK scout tank, so that is rather sad. 488 damage from a tier 6 scout. Feels bad, man. But anyways, another thing I forgot to mention about this tank is its weird gun depression. So you have 8 degrees pretty much all around, apart from you see those 2 bumps on the front. When you aim across those, you get -2 only, which is obviously extremely poor. So that is something you should try to avoid as well. So this is by no doubt really silly way to play against an HE shooting wanker, because he can lob shells over the hill way better than I can, but I still somehow managed to get on top of that trade. I guess I'm just kind of sad that he shit on me as much as he did, and now a lot of the enemy team is in the middle. There's even a freaking IS-3 and an ISU and a T-28. Like, everybody's there for some reason. But we're getting in our free shots after, you know, getting shit on by that VK. And I'm doing some spotting as well. I mean, obviously it's not all mine, because the E25 is there as well. Plus, they're undershoot pushing the VK corpse into the water, it seems. But that is rather relevant, I guess. But anyways, we're playing like an annoying little shit. We are here, and as long as the enemies are really staring at me, we shouldn't really peek, but once they look away a bit, we should be fine. Then again, not following that same instruction right away, peeking for an ISU. I mean, obviously, I don't really have a lot to lose here. I am already kind of shit on, and I might get picked off from the side at any point as well. I wouldn't know when it happens, so I'm just trying to keep these guys spotted so our team can support them, and at the same time, not really being very cautious here, as I know my life isn't that relevant in this game either way. Here we get a pretty nice pan into the cheek of the T-28's turret, that 203 penetration working well so far. But at the same time, we need to keep peeking, need to keep looking for these shots. I don't think he actually is spotting me, and that was another lucky shot. Also there, ISU drowned for some reason. Now the T-28 is a bit mad at me because I was shooting him for days, so he is looking my way, and now we are gonna struggle to pen the front of his turret. Also, you know, since he's a one-shot, we're just generally not gonna get the chance to pen him anymore, because that's how World of Tanks works. The IS-3 has arrived, well, returned, I guess, as well, so this is getting worse and worse by the minute. But yeah, this is what I'm worried about, that the caravan or something like that could shoot me from there. And since I only have 360 hit points, like an IS could just flat out one-shot me, which would not be all that nice. But as you can see in this game as well, the gameplay in this tank is very stagnant. You don't really do much, you don't really move much, you just try to look for some shots all around the place and work from there. Also, our team has finally went through the valley, so we should put up the pace a bit here now. If I get the kill on this prototype, I'll make my life much easier, and that's exactly what happens. And this IS-3 is shooting other people, so I am going to be shooting him now, which should upset him quite a bit. He should actually out-reload me here. This is absolutely retarded what I did there, but I got away with it, so it's okay. And now the IS3 is a bit mad at me. You can tell that by the way he's not looking at anybody else but me. But hey, what do I care, I guess. But yeah, in this game, what I was doing is pretty much being annoying shit the entire game through, which works out reasonably well, especially now when he does that. I don't know what the fuck is he really thinking is gonna happen when he does this, when I already shot him twice, but, I mean, this happened, and it was quite obvious, actually, as well. When it comes to the video quality of this replay, it seems that the shadow play isn't using the full color spectrum, and the video is generally too white and flashed out, so that is definitely something I'll try to fix in the future, if that's actually a problem for you guys. And yeah, we're gonna try to get this shot if we can. He might fuck off before we fire, or we just might flat out miss. As you know, this gun is reasonably accurate, but 33 accuracy has this, you know, ability to just fuck you every time for no reason. Anyways, the game is over here for me. I'm not gonna shoot again, and we did actually hit that one blind shot on the T25, so that was alright. Here's the second set of end plates. So we get 3,782 experience. Ended up doing 2,912 damage, got 905 assisted damage as well. Picked up 2 kills and 1,146 base experience. Not a very high experience requirement for an ace on these things for sure. On the upside though, we again made pretty solid profit here. 85,000 after repairs and resupply of ammunition, which is definitely very solid for a tier 7 TD. But then again, when it comes to is this thing worth the gold? Absolutely and totally not, just because you can pay 700 more gold to get a really solid tier 8 medium tank in the form of M4 Rev, and just have way more consistent results and way better credit earnings overall as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and please let me know about the video quality in the comments as well, and I'll see you guys on the next one.